Hello all of you R&R TCG fans, and welcome to a very special video today where we're sending cards off to get graded by PSA.
Yeah.
They were running a special during March where you could send off 10 cards for a low price of $15 a card if they were under a certain declared value, and we picked out 10 of those cards and we're going to send them off.
Heck yeah.
So this video today will be a nice long video. You'll see the first part of it where we're going to be showing off what cards we're sending and what we think the grades are going to be. There'll be a small cut. Then you'll see the second part of it where you'll see the actual results. At time of recording, it's mid-March, so we have no idea what these cards are going to grade out to be other than our best guesses. After that, you'll get to see all the graded responses. So if you want, whenever you get to the point that the cards have been sent off, leave in the comments what you think the cards will be and tell us what your reactions are to some of those grades. Make sure to check in the description below to find our LinkTree. That way you can follow us on all of our other social medias, as well as check out our eBay storefront where you might be able to purchase some of these graded cards that'll be going up for sale. A lot of these cards are going to be from Crown Zenith.
All of them are.
Oh, we did pick all of them from Crown Zenith.
Yeah,
You're right. So they're all going to be Crown Zenith to start. Like I said, we'll go over everything. Surfaces should be fine for most of them. If you see like specks on them or things like that, most likely it's probably dust and debris from the sleeves themselves. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it with our first card from Crown Zenith, the Latias from the Galar Gallery GG20. Still a beautiful looking card. Like I said, I don't think there was really any surface that I saw. We pulled this a few different times and we picked the best one of the bunch. Centering and corners are probably going to be the two biggest things that we're going to be looking at in regards to everything, since surface is pretty easy to spot and there's no like noticeable edge wear damage. So in terms of corners, I didn't think about this before, but the corner on like that top left looks like maybe it's not as rounded as the other ones. The centering on this one is honestly not the worst thing in the world. The back is a little bit worse in terms of left or right. Yeah. And for anybody who hasn't graded with PSA, they have what is called a 60-40 when they look at centering, which basically means from the center of the card, you typically want it to be 50-50 even on both sides, but they do a little bit more of a threshold where you can go up to about 60-40. So if one side's just slightly heavier than the others, then it'll still get a 10 for centering, with a little bit more generosity given towards the back of the card, unless it's bad on both sides.
Yeah.
But I think this one, for me personally, I don't think the centering is bad enough that would warrant it being dropped down harshly. So I personally think this one has a chance of getting a 10.
I still think 9.
Yeah, which is fair. I mean, the centering I think would be the biggest thing that could detract from that. But so I think 10, you think 9.
Yep.
With that, we'll move on to the next one, which is one of our first pulls that we got out of this set, the Hisuian Zoroark V-Star from the Galar Gallery, GG56.
So good.
It really is. This was an exciting card to pull early on, and it's still... I could go on about how it looks and everything, but I think centering-wise, this one is a little bit harder top to bottom and maybe slightly left to right on the front. In terms of the back, I think the back doesn't look as bad. I think the back would pass perfectly fine. But I also don't think the front centering is going to be the worst thing in the world. I think this one could get a 10. The corners look nice and rounded. There's no surface damage from what I saw. I think this one's a 10. I
know I said 10 before when we were looking at it at first, but I really think 9 now. I really think it's just a little too off. Because they specifically said in there that it has to also be pretty pleasing to the eye.
Right. So I guess it's going to depend on the card itself too, but yeah. I still think this one will be a 10. With that, we'll move on to the next one, which is also from the Galar Gallery, Pikachu.
Oh, Pikachu.
GG30. This one I think was a little bit rough on the top corners. Yeah. I think they weren't as rounded as they needed to be. You can kind of see a little bit in the top left corner how it looks like it's a little bit more shallow of a curve before going down, as opposed to the other ones that are much more rounded.
Yeah.
And as far as the centering goes, I think the back isn't the worst in the world, but the front seems like it's a little off. So I think for me personally, this one's going to be a 9.
Yeah, I think 9, maybe an 8 too.
Yeah, depending on if there's any hidden surface damage we don't see, which, like I said, we kind of combed over these and didn't see any, but
you never know.
You never know. Especially with package transport.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the Mew from the Galar Gallery, GG10. This one I think is a little bit harsher on the centering. I think top to bottom you can kind of see it more.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Left to right is not as harsh, but you definitely see the top to bottom on the front. And then on the back, the back feels kind of diagonal heavy, where like the bottom and the right have more to them, so it looks more like a bottom right heavy than anything. So I think this one is definitely going to get dinged for centering. I don't know if it's going to get dinged for corners. I think before I said 9, but I think there's a chance this comes back as an 8.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. I think this might come back an 8 too.
Yeah, and we might be being a little overly harsh about it, but you know, being the first time grading cards and everything, not knowing what to expect, I think it's just better to err on the side of caution. I think this one gets an 8.
Yeah.
The next up, we have the beautiful card. Not that they're not beautiful, but the Glaceon V-Star. I mean, just look at the snow background and everything with the Glaceon. It's just, chef's kiss.
It's very majestic for sure.
It is very majestic. The only thing that's rough with this is if you see in the upper right-hand corner, you can kind of see how it's a little bit thinner towards that corner with the centering. It definitely feels very thin top and right. This one was a tough one for us because most of the Glaceon V-Stars that we had were pretty rough centering wise.
Yeah.
And I think this one was like the best of the best. I think this one could still pull away with a 9 though, because everything else seems fine.
No.
I think the centering is going to be the only thing that would get it
I
dinged.
think it's the front. I think the front gives it an 8.
So you think 8, I think 9.
Yeah.
I could see either one. With that, we now move on to the next one of our more recent pulls, the Entei V. I mean,
So cool.
it's such a cool card. This one though, the centering is not great. The left and the bottom, very thin. Unfortunately, when you've only pulled 2 of them, and they're both kind of rough centering, you're kind of left with, what do you do? But this one, the centering, you can actually see towards the back. It doesn't even look like it's straight. It almost looks like...
No, it's really bad.
Yeah. This one, I think it's an 8.
Yeah, if not a 7.
I don't think it'll go 7 unless there's something external we can't see, because I think the corners look fine. I think that'll probably come out of 10. The surface should be fine. Edges look fine. So I think the centering is just going to be
Bad.
the rough part. But I think that one's probably going to be an 8.
Yeah.
Still a cool card though.
So cool. So
Yeah. Moving on from Entei, we move to the next of them, the Suicune V. This one, out of the 3 dogs, my personal favorite.
It's really good.
It's so majestic. This was a chase card that I've wanted, and we pulled it 3 times.
Has it been 3?
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Might even be 4 now. I'll have to go back and look how many times I have to edit the clip, but we've at least done 3 times.
This one's not bad.
This one was the best of the best, which isn't saying a whole lot because the centering still isn't great, especially like top to bottom.
No, but some of the other cards we saw
Yeah,
are
I
much
mean
worse.
it's at least not.
Crooked.
Yeah, at least on the front. The back is centering's kind of rough on the back too. It's left to right, you can really see it.
Yeah.
So I think this. I think 9.
I think 8, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna be generous on this one, and maybe that's just because I like the artwork of the card, but I think 9.
Yeah. I just think it's a little rough. Especially the front.
Yeah, the front's rough. The back I think is worse because of how heavy the left side is, but
I mean, agreed.
I still think it'll be a 9. Up next, one of our 3 secret Pikachu pulls. It's such a cute card, and I still remember the time we pulled it and it was upside down.
Yeah.
We did check it, by the way, because we had a couple people asking if like the card was actually like misprinted and had it upside down from everything.
Which it was not.
It was not. We checked all 3 of them because we couldn't remember which one it was. The art on this is just a beautiful. Centering is This one's not bad.
No, this one's pretty good.
Yeah, I think at worst, maybe the left is a little heavier, but the centering otherwise isn't the worst thing in the world on this. The back, it's definitely more left heavy. But like I said, I think they grant more leniency on the back.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that could ding it is that bottom right corner looks, again, kind of like a shallow curve instead of a nice round curve.
Yeah, but a 9 for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think this one will be a 9.
So good.
It's such a good card. Didn't realize it was textured until we pulled it 3 times.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Alessa Sparkle. I think that's how you say her name. Also, Galar Gallery. Why? Not even Galar Gallery. It's
just regular.
Yeah, 147. We pulled this one twice, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Gorgeous looking card. Most of the full arts are. This one I think was still kind of rough centering wise, compared to a lot of the other one that we had. Edges were not as bad on this one. I think the other one of the edges was so shallow that you could just tell it just didn't get cut properly. But I think this one wasn't bad front and back. At least best of the best between them. Yeah, it looks like a little bit left and right is off and maybe a little bit top to bottom, but I think overall this would get a 9.
Same. I think so too.
With that, we bring up to our final card that we will be sending off to get graded. Of course, we gotta send off one Zard, right? I mean, it's a Zard. We pulled this 10 times.
Oh, it's a ton.
Yeah, eventually we'll just send them all off to get graded because it's a Zard. You know, why not? This one, centering wise, was the best of the best, which again isn't saying a lot because most of them were very off-centered. I still think this one doesn't have as much on the bottom. I also think that bottom left corner really sticks out. You can see like on that left border, right as it hits the corner, it kind of looks like it just has like a sharp cut into the turn.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, so I think the corner's gonna ding it hard on this one. Back centering wise, left to right is kind of rough. So I think this one probably gets an 8. And also that top left corner on the back, you can kind of see how it's almost like a straight 90-degree angle with just the slight cutting. So I'm actually going to say 8.
Yeah, I'll say 8 too.
Some of the other Radiant Zards might grade a little bit better, but I still think that one's the best of the best.
I agree.
So like I said, we're going to get these all packaged up, shipped off to PSA, and there should be a hard cut coming here shortly, and we'll see you after that with the actual grades of the cards. What is going on, all of you R&R TCG fans? R&R TCG here live on my Twitch channel with the chat. We've just finished opening up some Pokemon cards, and we are happy to reveal that we now have in our possession the newly graded PSA cards. We did the prediction video before, so if you're watching this on TikTok or on Instagram, make sure to check out our Linktree link to go to the YouTube so you can get that exclusive look at what we predicted these grades to be. Otherwise, you're only going to see the revealed grades here. We have no idea what these are. We have just gotten them.
Yeah.
We are excited for it. Get all the yays and the highs in. Hi, Vicky. Hi,
Vicky.
Tina. 10 cards to go off of here. First time we've sent stuff off to get graded.
It was a very easy process.
It actually was. What cards did we send off again since you've got them there?
Yeah, so we have this is all from Crown Zenith.
Yes, everything's Crown Zenith.
Everything's Crown Zenith. So it's the Character Rare Latias, the 20 out of 70, the Hisuian Zoroark V-Star, the regular Pikachu, the one that is like the 9 card.
Yeah, from the Galar Gallery, not the secret one.
Yeah, the Mew Character Rare, the Glaceon V-Star, the Entei V, Suicune V, the Pikachu Secret, Alessa's Sparkle, and a Radiant Charizard.
Yep. So we have the predicted grades here with us too that we wrote down, and then we'll reveal the actual grades. On that note, I think we're ready to reveal. So, coming up with the first card in here is the Radiant Charizard. So we predicted 8s.
Yeah, we predicted 8s.
We predicted 8s. hoping maybe to get lucky on it. Let's see. Hey, we'll take it. We both really beat this one because I think we were looking at what centering being the biggest issue.
Yeah, because the centering is off.
Yeah, I think it was worse on the back. A little bit left to right here. And I think, did we maybe ding corners a little bit? I think the corners we also dinged because up here. But hey, you know what? PSA 9 for our first one. We will take that.
I think it'll be better when you do it to just hold it over here along the PSA part.
Yeah, my issue is trying to like flip it.
Yeah, like one of these numbers.
Okay, yeah, I'll try to do it that way. Just like keep my thumb over top of it like this.
Yeah, because I think that'll be easier for you, babe.
Okay, so first one, Radiant Zard. Second card coming in.
There you go.
Alessa Sparkle.
Is it Alyssa?
Alessa. I don't remember which. What did we guess for this one?
So we both said 9s.
Both said 9s. I could believe it because I think we had issues with centering, maybe towards the back. So let's see what we get.
Hey!
Yo, outperforming right out of the gate. Let's go. Yo, our
10.
first PSA 10. So the nice thing too, we learned as we were sending these cards in, and I think maybe that was what helped us on this one, is that for centering purposes, PSA looks at a 60-40 range on the front, meaning like you can be up to 60% heavy on one side versus 40% on another, and it can still qualify as a 10. And then on the back, which the back you can definitely see is a little bit worse for wear, I think like top to bottom. The back actually has a little bit more leniency at 70-30. So I think that's probably what helped this one. Or we just got a real good grader who was real generous and nice.
I don't know who you are, dude, but we like you.
Indeed. We'll take it though. First 10. All right.
Ever.
Cool. Next one coming in, the Secret Pikachu.
So we both said 9.
Both said 9. Probably centering related issues. I feel like everything was centering.
Yeah.
I think other than the Radiant Zard, I think that one I threw a corner into the mix too.
Yeah, probably.
So we both said 9s. Let's see it. Another 10. Let's go. Let's freaking go. 2 10s right out of the gate.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yo, these are gonna be great to display. I'm gonna have to like set up some extra displays back there and move some of the Pokeballs around, only for the cat to knock them down.
Yeah, we could probably move some of these stuffed animals. And
Oh yeah, I can put them up there. That'll probably be safer.
Yeah.
But yo, let's go. Another 10. Was it? What do we look at that would have caused the 10?
Wow.
Maybe the back for the centering? I don't know, but we'll take it. Another 10.
Take those wins.
We take those wins, indeed. All right, coming in next. Oh, we got the Suicune V.
Here we go. We both, so I said 8, you said 9.
Okay. I think you said 8 because of the hard centering, because this one you can see on the front, the centering left to right is a little bit heavier. And I said 9 purely for that same thing for the centering. So if I get to 9, I wouldn't be surprised. But let's see it. Yes! The Suicune's the best one, in my opinion. But yes, we got a 10 for it.
I really thought, because I thought this was a little bit harsher.
Yeah, I honestly, if it came back a 9, I would not have had any issues.
Look at the back.
Yeah, the back. I think the back was probably the second part with what thought would be an 8.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, that's so good. They were so generous on that one.
They were very generous.
Let's go. So it's what, 3 10s?
3 10s.
Oh my god. Yo, chat, we might get more cards graded in the near future.
Thanks. Gotta figure out that budget.
Yep. All right. Next up, we have Entei V.
We both said 8.
Yeah, we said 8. This one's pretty heavy on one side. This is light on this side.
Right up at the top here.
Yeah, so I honestly, I would not be surprised if it came back an 8, maybe even a 9. So let's see.
Oh, it's a
9. All right, we'll take the 9.
We take the 9.
We both thought 8, so we'll absolutely take a 9 on that one.
Yeah.
This was just to be able to keep the set together and everything.
Yeah, because look at the back there.
Yeah,
still.
the back, it almost looks like it's kind of like a diagonal shift if you look at it. Because it looks like down here's thin, but then up top it's a little thicker. So we'll take a 9. Absolutely take a 9. Getting some great grades right now. All right.
Oh.
All right, next card.
The Glaceon.
Oh, Glaceon V-Star.
This is the one I'm most excited about.
It's a pretty card.
This one in the Mew.
Did I say 9 for that?
You said 9, I said 8.
Okay.
I think it's the back, the reason why I gave it an 8.
Probably. I mean, you can kind of see it a little bit on the front too.
Yeah, I think it's the back.
Yeah, but and even like top to bottom a little bit, it seems like it's a little heavy. So, well, let's see it. There's no shot this one got a 10. There's no shot that got a 10.
I really thought.
Oh my god.
What's the back look like again?
I thought the back was rough.
Oh.
The back is a little heavy left to right. Oh my god. Yo, we really got a nice grader. That is beautiful. Yo, let's go. Another 10.
Another 10.
This is insane. Yo, we only predicted. Well, you didn't predict any 10s. I predicted
No.
2.
Yeah, you predicted 2 10s, which I
We haven't even touched those ones yet.
Yeah.
So, all
So
right.
far, Bob is winning.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a little bit more generous on some of these grades than Raven
this
was.
This is the other one. So we both said 8.
Both said 8, and I think centering, and I also think corners.
Yeah, I think there was
Because
a corner.
I think it's this corner or
There's a corner.
no, it's this one.
That one down there.
Yeah, it's hard to see because of the plastic in the casing there, but it's not like a perfectly cut corner. It's a little jagged right at the bottom. So I said 8 purely for that. So let's see.
Okay, 9.
All right, respectable.
Yeah.
You know,
What's the back like? Because I don't remember.
the back didn't look too bad.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think the
Right
slight.
there, the corner.
Oh yeah. The marking in the corner.
corner.
That's what it was. I knew there was a corner that was a little off, but we'll take it. You know what? A 9. I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful card too.
Insane.
All right, we got 3 more to reveal.
So the next one, this is the character rare Pikachu. So
Yep.
I said 8 to 9, and you said 9.
All right. Well, let's see it.
9.
All right, we'll
Okay.
take the 9. I think there was a corner on this one as well.
Yeah, flip
But
the-
yeah, the centering a little bit off. Back's not horrible. There's a little speck on that corner there.
Yeah.
And a little one up here. So I think that probably contributed to it.
Yeah.
We'll take it though. Another 9.
So we have 4 10s and 4 9s right now.
All right. Next up.
Oh, this one's good.
Yup.
So I said 9, you said 10.
All right. Let's see it. Yes! I knew it. I knew it. Oh, it's such a good looking card too. Ah, it felt like it. Like it felt slightly off, but not enough to where it was gonna suffer.
That's insane.
Another 10. Let's go. All right, and the final one. This was the Latias.
Yes. Which, I said 9, you said 10.
Sounds about right. All right, let's see it. Yes! We got 6 10s.
10.
That's insane.
That's absolutely insane.
Yo, let's go. I thought for sure that I was taking a gamble on this one. I felt like the centering was going to be a little bit off. Oh my god, 6 10s. Incredible. And there you go. All of the PSA graded cards. Honestly, not bad at all.
No, that's pretty amazing, I'm not gonna lie.
Pretty amazing. Now we got to set up the next batch of it. So for all of you who are watching on YouTube, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment on what you thought about the grades as well. Whether you thought any of them might be a little different. Otherwise, thank you all for hanging out and watching. And if you're on TikTok and Instagram, make sure to follow the channels as well. Got some cool content coming. And with that, we will see you all in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.